Good morning. I think today might be the day to try out a T7 tracer. The sun's out. We can go to Bunnings, get one, come back, pull apart the Frankenstein patio cleaner that I've got set up. Yeah, that's another thing. So the surface cleaner that I've been using is a Ryobi patio cleaner. It's been really good, but the problem is I've got all these Frankenstein attachments to it. So you got the Ryobi patio cleaner, then there's a Ryobi to an Aldi brand extension wand onto that, which I managed to get it to fit in there and seal. And then from there I go to the Aldi brand, which I can't remember what fitting it is, to a fitting that I found from Amazon that goes from that to the Karcher. That seems to work okay, but what ends up happening is that every now and then the seal bursts and I get water everywhere. Not on the floor, but on me. So I think today's the day. I'll just go out. I'll get the T7 tracer. That way I can just plug it straight into the K7, and hopefully I don't get completely waterlogged. Anyway, let's go get it. Yep. Oh my god, look at the price of fuel. Well, we're at Bunnings and looks like it's on special, so let's take it. Do I get that as well? Yeah. Let's get them both. Hey guys, so today we're going to open this little bad boy. So it's the T7 Plus T Tracer by Karcher. I'm just going to do a really quick unboxing of this and we'll then hook it up and see how it goes. So I'm going to have to apologise about the audio. This is a typical Australian Sydney outdoor setting, and you're gonna have to battle with the cicadas and neighbours and everyone else. So that's what we see inside the box. So we've got one extension, got another extension. Pull this. Also use a couple of jets, and I'm hoping there's more than that in there, so we can actually change different pressures and litres per minute. Alright, so we've got the box, we've got instructions, put that on the side. Okay, how do we get this guy out? That's pretty simple. Nothing else. There's some instructions here. And what is it? Oh, basically just the instructions on how to actually change these jets. So at the moment I think it's been configured for a K7. So it's got the yellow nozzles. They should just pop straight out. So I think if you just pop that out like that, I'm hoping you guys can see that. Pop the jet out, take the other ones out, just pop them in. Oh, it looks like they're keyed. They've got flat spots in them, so they can only go in one way. Okay, that clicks in there. You put the special U circlip in, and that's in at the moment. So I'll have to figure out, hang on, here it says it. Okay, so grey is for a K4, K5, 5.8 to 7.5 litres per minute. And the yellow is for a K6, K7, and that's for 7.5 litres a minute or above. So I guess we put the yellow back in. So we unclip that U-clamp, take the grey out. I think these guys here, we're going to have to put them aside because I don't want to lose them. Put them just there. We'll pop the yellow back in. Get the U-clip back in. I think someone was commenting that instead of buying a Karcher, I should actually buy a lawnmower because my grass was so long in the last video. 10 months later, the grass is still long. Okay, so it looks like we can change the amount of pressure from soft to hard. Looks like that sprays the front, which, interesting, it's actually got a grey nozzle on the front one, and it doesn't appear to be a yellow one for that. So that they're probably expecting a lot less pressure on that one. Yeah, we'll plug it in and we'll see how we go. I guess we can attach this wand. It takes a bit of pressure. Screw that in. Put the secondary part in. Screw that in. Lock that in as well. It's not a bad unit. The bristles are hard, but not too hard. These must be just guides that they rest on the floor. So it's not actually gliding on the bristles themselves, and it looks like there's a bit of an air gap, probably about, I'd say about 2 to 3 millimeters. So when it's on the floor, glides on those guides and not actually on the brushes, which is something that I had on the patio cleaner. It kept digging in on the brush bit of it, and at least that kind of lets the water out. So we'll get the Karcher out. So here's the nozzle. Here's one of the attachments that I bought from Amazon, and that allows me to plug in various nozzles, which are double bagged. Hang on, let me get another one out. So that quick connect, plug it in, ready to shoot someone. All right, so disconnect that, put that away, and that should be straight out there. So I'm 6'2", and that's actually quite comfortable. Glides nicely. I wonder what it's like with one. 2 might be a bit of an overkill. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. So if you're really tall, you might need that. But if you're really short, you can just use one. Alright, that's probably better. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I guess the extension you can use if you got higher areas that you want to get to. Some people actually do this to clean their walls, roller doors, that sort of stuff. So if you're trying to get to a high window, or you know, it's logical. You've got an extension to use it. So all that's left now is to actually turn it all on. Maybe we'll set ourselves up on the concrete on the side or the front, and we'll give that a go. One thing I did do is I had this little cube which is about 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters, and what I find is that it will, once I clip it in, you can actually put it into the handle, keeps the trigger on, so at least you're not fatiguing your hands while you're doing all of this. Anyway, see you at the front. So as I'm walking around, most of my concrete's pretty good, but around the side here we get a lot of moss and algae. So I think I'll just do this small section here. Yeah, definitely that one there. And all that. That's a good experiment. So that was 1000 psi by the looks of it, and it's bad angle. Better. So I can still see a bit of green. Definitely cut a line. Okay. I think we'll try again, maybe with a slower pass. Okay, so that was the first pass very quickly. That was the second pass going slower but on soft, and that one there is on hard setting, which basically it lowers and raises the nozzles closer to the concrete. So obviously here I need to set it to hard. The other thing wrong way. The other thing I noticed was that setting actually is for the whirlybird. This one here sprays underneath. There's actually another nozzle for the corners, and that one there is the external spray, which I think that's what I should be doing to actually clean the floor instead of changing ones, which I was using the variable one. So okay, I'm gonna do this whole section here, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, that doesn't look too bad at all. So you can see the difference between the old. Try and get the glare out. And you still see that it's probably a bit stubborn there. I want to hit that with the Okay, so what I want to do is, I'll show you close up. So with the yellow nozzles, which are those ones, we're getting about 1000 psi. So now I'm going to change it over to the grey ones and see what that does. Okay, so I've replaced the 2 yellow ones with the 2 grey ones. Let's see what we get. Get myself in position. It's in focus. Oh wow! Okay, so that's much more. That's 1500 psi. Alright, I'm just going to give this one pass and see if I can see the difference between the yellow ones and these grey ones. Okay, well, between the 2 nozzles, I don't think I can see much of a difference. That green line is still there. And unfortunately there's a lot of glare. I probably won't be able to see it until it completely dries off. But you can see this section here I never did before. And it pretty much seems, to the eye here, it seems the same as the yellow ones. So I think I'll put the yellow ones back on, that way it doesn't work so hard. And yeah, conclusion, end result is the same, grey or yellow. The only difference is the greys obviously must be a smaller nozzle, so they put more pressure on the motor itself. So if you're going to be doing surface cleaning for hours on end, you're probably better off with the yellow recommended ones for the K7. And I think that's about it. If there's something I think of, I'll just tag it to the end of this video. But other than that, that should be it. Have a nice. I just remembered, I bought that foamer. I might plug it in and see what it looks like. Okay, so I might as well do a quick unboxing. That's it. This just clips in. Maximum. There we go. Plug it in. 1 second. what are we going to foam up? I'll just do a little bit of a fence. It's actually pretty good. We'll get it closer. Alright, so we'll just wash it off. Let's just put it on pause for a sec. Alright, so we'll just rinse that off. Okay, so that test that I just did, I just realized it was on minimum. I've just set it to maximum and I'm getting a lot more foam. So I've done it again in minimum, and it's been a couple of minutes already, and those panels are quite hot because of the sun, and that's maximum. So the maximum is producing a lot more foam, and this is after a minute it has dried off. I'll just hit it again with the maximum so that way you can see what it looks like fresh out of the gun. Okay, so I've put it on what I assume to be maximum. And, let's go gun cam. A lot more fun, a lot more fun. Alright, I hope that makes a bit more sense. And we'll put the gun down and switch over to this guy. So that is the FJ10C, and you can see already that that was the one that I sprayed before, probably about 3 minutes ago, and that's the fresh lot. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. If you got any questions, put a comment below, and hopefully I can answer whatever you need to know. Alright, bye.